Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're discussing something that's on the minds of so many business owners, and that is marketing. But before we talk about where to spend your money in marketing, let's make sure we understand what marketing really is. By definition, it's the activity or business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. So why is that definition important? Because it sounds straightforward: promoting, selling, advertising. But most business owners stop there. They jump straight into the doing part without understanding the foundation behind it. That missing piece is research. Research is what helps you understand your audience, what they value, what they're struggling with, and what actually motivates them to take action. And that's where so many businesses get stuck. You've probably spent money on marketing and thought, why isn't this working? You're not alone. And honestly, I've been hearing this a lot lately. I've talked with so many business owners who are investing in content, ads, and new strategies, but still not seeing consistent results. So today, let's talk about why that happens and what you can actually do differently if you had an extra $1,000 to spend on marketing. We'll talk about where to invest it, what to fix first, and how to make sure every dollar counts. Here's what usually happens. A business owner wants more clients or wants to increase sales, so they immediately start doing. They post more on social media, boost a few ads, maybe hire a social media specialist. And after a few weeks, they're frustrated because the content looks great, but it's not converting. That's because content alone doesn't drive results. You can't outpost a poor strategy. So before you spend another dollar, it's important to pause and ask yourself 3 questions. Does my audience understand what I do and who it's for? This is where a lot of people get stuck. You might have great services, great content, but if people don't get what you do or who it helps, they'll keep scrolling. And it's not that you're reaching the wrong people, it's that the right people aren't realizing your offer is meant for them. Clarity is everything. When your message is simple and specific, people can immediately see themselves in it. And that's what makes them stop and pay attention. When someone clicks my link, is there a clear next step, or does the trail end? Think about this like a conversation. If someone says, I love what you're doing, how can I work with you? What happens next? If your website, booking page, or emails don't clearly answer that question, you're losing potential clients who are already interested. Every part of your marketing should guide people forward, one clear step at a time. If that path isn't obvious, even the best content won't convert. Have I built enough trust and proof for someone to buy confidently? This is the part that often gets overlooked. People might love your content, but they still need a reason to trust you. That comes from showing results, sharing testimonials, or letting people see a bit of your process. When they see proof that you've helped others or that you really know what you're talking about, it reduces hesitation. Trust is what turns interest into a yes. These 3 questions are meant to get you thinking, to help you understand where things might be breaking down. So if it's not just about creating more content, where should that money actually go? Here's what I'd focused on, especially if you're trying to build something that lasts instead of constantly starting over. Map your buyer's journey and use AI to make it easier. This is one of the most important steps, and most people skip it. Your buyer's journey is basically the path someone takes from I just found you to I'm ready to buy. Think of it like this. How do people usually find you? What do they see next? And what finally makes them take action? You can use AI to help you figure that out. Ask it to outline what your buyer's journey might look like based on your business type. We have a full video on how to do that. Refresh your website messaging. If someone finds you online and clicks your link, what happened next? Your website should do more than look good. It needs to make sense. When people land there, they should instantly know what you do, who it's for, and what to do next. Build one lead system that actually converts. This part is key. It's basically taking your buyer's journey, mapping it out, and turning it into a repeatable system, one that you can test, refine, and audit over time. I usually recommend giving it at least 90 days because a lead system isn't about throwing together a landing page and hoping for results. It's about building something that consistently moves people to take action. You'll learn a lot during those 90 days. What messaging works, which offers get clicks, what kind of platforms to invest in. And once you have that data, you can use AI to help analyze trends, tweak your copy, or automate the parts that slow you down. And create strategic evergreen content. Finally, start building content that lasts. Evergreen content is the stuff that keeps working. Videos, blogs, lead magnets. Anything that answers questions your audience keeps asking. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every week. You can use AI to repurpose what you already have. Take one video, turn it into a post, email ideas, or blog posts. The goal isn't to post constantly, it's to be strategic. And finally, start creating content that works for you long term. At this point, you might be realizing something. It's not about how much money you spend, it's about knowing where to focus first. If you're not sure where to start, I always advise focusing on mapping your buyer's journey and building out one lead system. Those two pieces will completely change how you approach your marketing. And if you need help figuring that out, that's exactly what my consultations are for. We'll take a look at your current marketing, identify where things are falling apart, and start building your foundation, your buyer's journey, and a 90-day lead system, all with a clear plan you can actually execute. So before you spend another dollar on ads, design, or content, take a pause. Book a consultation first and get clear on what's actually working, what's not, and what needs to change. When you have that clarity, marketing becomes simple. If you've been doing all the things, posting, boosting, creating, and it still feels like nothing's clicking, maybe the problem isn't how much you're doing, it's what you're doing. Marketing isn't about doing more. It's about doing what actually matters. It's not the next trend or the next reel or even the next ad that changes your business. It's understanding why people should care in the first place. Before you plan another content calendar, ask yourself, do I actually know what's working and what's driving results? Or am I just staying busy? It's easy to think that you have a strategy when you're staying busy, but busy doesn't mean effective. Most people are following advice that isn't built for their business, and that's why they end up exhausted, doing everything, and producing the same results over and over again. So now I want to hear from you. If you had $1,000 to invest in your marketing, where would you put it first? If you're still unsure, book a consultation below and let an expert help you figure it out. If this helps you see marketing a little differently, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with another business owner who needs to hear it too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.